Welcome back to Pearl Magazine. For decades, being thin was in vogue in the fashion industry. Mass media promoted this look in advertisements, magazines, runways, and today through social media. The slim shape defined beauty. Pearl Magazine's Tina Jiang talks to some models who aren't slim, but rather plus size, and also the owner of a newly established local model agency that wants to make a difference by breaking the beauty stereotype barrier.
Okay, good.
I'm Shanez, I'm 32, I'm a uni lecturer, private tutor/model.
Shanez Fong has always dreamt about becoming a model since she was young.
I like taking pictures and getting all dressed up and getting my makeup done, so I've always wanted to do this.
She is now one of a number of plus-size models in the city. Since 2016, she has been pole dancing on and off.
Pole is something that gave me the confidence to actually apply to be a model, because it's a place where you really learn about your body a lot, learn about feeling good about yourself and focusing on the things your body can do versus what it can look like.
Chan has had some body image issues when she was a teenager.
I suffer from a condition called lipedema, and it gets triggered a lot, usually around puberty or any time a woman goes through any sort of hormonal changes. So if you go on the pill or if you have a baby. And I think mine, thinking back now, got triggered first when I was around 12-ish. So just during puberty. So I started developing symptoms where my thighs my thighs and lower body started getting a bit bigger.
That was also the time when she started to struggle.
I got comments from my family where they were like, "Oh, you need to lose weight because you look like you're gaining weight, and we don't want you to be unhealthy." They'll link your worthiness onto your body size and what you look like. So I think a lot of Hong Kong girls can relate to that. At the time, it was very common to have these creams and lotions where they're advertised to diminish the appearance of cellulite, and I did try those at some point.
In 2020, a local think tank carried out a survey on women between the ages of 16 and 24. It found that 70% of them thought that they were too fat.
If you think about the ways that we see the ads on the MTR station, for example, show us certain ways that, the before and after photos. The before photo is typically of a person who's very unhappy with themselves, portrayed as a failure, and then after taking a diet pill, doing an exercise plan, and then getting to the other side of the panel where they are supposedly more successful, we start to link those internal traits, things that don't come from a body size, to the body size. I think that's a very big issue and actually is very predictive of developing an eating disorder later on.
Stephanie Ng works for a local mental health charity and operates her own organization, which empowers people to find their voice in conversations about body image.
When we start to make these linkages, we would rather engage in restrictive dieting behaviors or compulsive exercising to look a certain way than to eat foods that are nourishing for us, to engage in forms of exercise that are enjoyable to us, which are integral to a sense of well-being. We can get to a body shape that looks perfect on the surface and still be extremely unhappy on the inside.
Over the years, Nicole Tam has tried some extreme ways to lose weight in order to fit into a stereotype.
At one time, I took that extreme diet pill. Wow, it was pretty dramatic. I think it dropped from 68 kg to 54 within 3 months. I can't even stand still. I was constantly dizzy and feel sick the whole time. But I was like, it's okay, it's all worth it because I will be skinny like everyone else and I will be a good dancer.
Nicole grew up dancing jazz.
It's very classical dance categories. You got to have slender shoulders, skinny body, no bellies, that kind.
Nicole believed that she was just slightly bigger than the other girls, But her teacher disagreed.
There was a dance tutor, just shout to me, what are you even doing here? You shouldn't even be dancing. Look at your body. No, you're like elephant dancing. This is not for you. You're too big for it.
Nicole loves all kinds of performing. She says she would do anything to be on stage.
I'm in the very competitive performing world. Most of the shows, dramas, musicals, the main character are often skinny. She must be skinny because she's delicate. She's fragile. She's not me.
Because of this, she continued trying to be thin, hoping that it would bring more job opportunities.
I would starve myself for a couple of days before the casting to hope that I will book the job. But yeah, the chance is very, very small because there's always the skinnier girl out there.
Vincent Choi operates a PR and marketing agency. He thinks there is a market for plus-size models.
When we do some PR job and marketing advertising job, we always want to recruit different types of models. And some of the models agency only focus on those typical type of model. When we want to find some precise model and curvy one, we can't find one. We inspire us to do something special and form an agency that specializes in providing curvy size model and provide a platform for people to find those types of talent.
Established last year, Vincent believes his agency is the first plus-size model agency in Asia. It now has around 40 models from Hong Kong and Taiwan. Both Nicole and Chanaz have signed up with it.
A lot of advertising that is using plus-size model right now in the Western world. And we believe that the Asian country is also heading towards that direction, especially when right now every people is talking about inclusion and diversity.
The agency also attracts girls who had never thought about being models to join.
In the past, I was not confident to wear boldly and dress fashionably. Even when I'm in school uniform, I felt something went wrong with me and I couldn't fit in. Hong Kong people is not a fans of chubby girls, and the plus-size model in Asia is weird as well. Tons of voices telling you from online to offline world that this is impossible.
Rather than modeling, Anna was more interested in having her own fashion business.
I love dressing up, but I found it's so hard to find stylish plus-size clothing, so I decided to do it myself.
2 years ago, Anna noticed that there were very few clothing options for local curvy girls her size, so she started an online shop selling plus-size clothes she bought from wholesale markets overseas. Now she also designs and produces in Hong Kong. Anna's shop has over 7,000 followers now, selling 8 to 10 pieces a day. She also hires plus-size women to model the clothes, and if there aren't enough models, she does it herself.
I was my own model. I shoot regularly for my own brands. Always receive some message from my clients that how they appreciate I show my confidence in our pictures, and that's motivate me to shoot more.
Influenced by Western culture, Anna gradually built up her confidence.
Beauty doesn't have a weight limit. And I see so many gorgeous plus-size celebrities or model, and I start to learn that beauty has no shape. No matter what size you are, as long as you are healthy and you love yourself, and you can still shine in your own way.
As a model, you are not only representing the brand and the product, you are showing the next generation or the public what is the trend. You got other things, quality that in you that's much more worth to celebrate. Maybe you have a nice shape of hourglass body, but just bigger than others. Yeah, you still consider beautiful. Nowadays, it's just not that close-minded.
No matter how good looking you are, your looks fade eventually. If you link your self-worth onto how you look, you're never going to be truly happy. The most important thing is to focus on your own goals and work towards them. And I think, yeah, just all around try to be the best version of yourself and a good person.
That's our show for this week. Join us again for Pearl Magazine next week. Good night.